ever since I posted that one photo on Instagram, it was like that one of my butt that just looked super cellulite-y, and I almost deleted it. Then I'd be out of my workouts for a couple days. But there are definitely things that can take your booty next level and really help get rid of cellulite. No coffee in my house. I don't have any coffee pods for my espresso. I don't have any beans, and I literally have like this much milk left in the carton. I take my coffee very seriously first thing in the morning, and I did not sleep well last night. It's like 8:15 right now. I normally wake up at like 6:45 or 7, and I woke up at 7:45. So a little bit behind in my day. We have our team meeting and then a live booty workout this afternoon because it's the last week of our booty challenge. I really feel like 2019-2020 for me has been like the year of the butt. Like ever since I posted that one photo on Instagram, I talk about this all the time because like it was one of the hardest photos I ever posted. It was like that one of my butt that just looked super cellulite-y, and I almost deleted it, but I like found myself struggling because I'm like, well, I shouldn't delete it. That is my butt. But then I had photos in that same shoot where my butt looked great. And you don't really look at your butt that often. So I feel like it's one of those things where you're like, wait, like that's my butt, like all that cellulite happening back there. And it was very shocking, and it really became like one of my biggest insecurities. And I feel for like almost a year I've been hyper focused on just working my booty, like adding so many different things into my routine to really help shape my butt, get rid of that cellulite. Because like here's the thing, like we all have cellulite, right? Every single one of us in some form or fashion, somewhere on our body, whether it's a tiny bit or like a lot, have cellulite. We just do. It's part of life. And I know, just like when I did my boob video, sharing that story with you guys, there's gonna be people who are like, you just need to love your body and accept it as it is. And that has nothing to do with me not loving my body. I love it. And I accept, again, that it's part of what it is. But I'm going to work my butt off and eat well and do these things that I'm gonna share with you guys that really do help make a difference in minimizing the amount of cellulite I have, because I can and I choose to. You can tell Ryan has been in my car. One of the first things I thought about when I saw that photo with all that cellulite is like, what the heck am I doing wrong, and why can't I fix this? Like why is this even happening? Because I felt like my nutrition was so good, I work out so hard. One, again, I had to recognize that like cellulite's freaking normal and my hormones are changing and all these things happen, and like that could just be part of it, and I had to be okay with that. But I also really examined my nutrition to see what was going on there, and I realized that I was having so much more sugar than I had probably in years. Like it was a very stressful year to like the last year, and normally when you're stressed you go for those sugary snacks and things like that. So like I started looking at stuff and I'm like, oh, like it just adds up really quickly, and you're like, oh, a little here, a little there, cocktails, and then you're having a ton of sugar. So that was like one thing I looked at, and I went back on the Hot Bunny meal plan just to like kind of help me reset, get rid of that sugar from my nutrition, and that helped a ton. Really helped. I also looked at my thyroid. So you guys know, like with my hypothyroidism, it's hard. My hormones are all over the place all the time, and that can impact it, how your body is storing fat basically. So I finally went and got my blood work done and everything, and realized that my levels were whack, like so crazy, so bad, not okay. I was so hypo. My T3 was like non-existent. It was just bad. So after I got my blood work done, they put me on new medication. So I've been actually on 3 different new medications in the last probably 4 months, trying to figure that out as well. So like nutrition obviously is kind of where I started, but then I really started digging into my workouts. For me, that meant like yes, I was doing my app workouts, but was I challenging myself, or was I kind of starting to go through the motions? And it was the second one. And so like in the app, you'll see like I have it programmed out and I have ranges of weights because everyone's body's different. I realized that I was kind of like going a little easy on myself. So I started upping my weights. I started doing the glute activation exercises that I have in the Cutie with a Booty ebook that I built for you guys. And that made a huge difference. Like my butt has transformed. My butt has grown a lot, which wasn't necessarily my intent because I've always had quite a booty, but I really just wanted to like smooth it out. So like that's where I started, because nutrition, your workouts are super, super important, but there are definitely things that can take your booty next level and really help get rid of cellulite if you're doing those things right already, and then you add this in. And then also like it goes hand in hand with not only reducing cellulite, but also reducing muscle soreness, because you kind of have to make sure that you are stretching and doing different things. So I'm gonna show you what my lower body stretch routine is, because it is what is like the game changer for me in being able to get my workouts in and do the different things I need to do to help get rid of the cellulite. So it's like, I just had to pull over, you guys. I had a giant branch falling out my car. There's like a high wind advisory today and there's stuff blowing everywhere. And a whole branch just came and I had to like, whoo, and my camera went flying. So we're back. Oh my gosh, that was so scary though. Anyway, so yeah, needless to say, 2020, the year of the butt. That's how we're gonna focus it. I also just realized with having to pull over, I'm even later. We have our meeting in like 10 minutes, so gotta grab my coffees. Luckily I did the mobile order so I can pick them up super, super fast and get home, and it's only a few minutes from my house. So worst case I can call in, but I hate not being like seated. I just realized I put on like slippers. I wasn't even thinking about it, but it's fine. It's just a quick pickup. I made it back with like 4 minutes to spare before our meeting. So I'm doing my little magic mixture in here and my collagen. So like the stuff I put in my magic mixture, I'm always trying to perfect it so it's constantly evolving, but it's like ashwagandha and reishi and some like just like adaptogens and stuff that are supposed to be really good for balancing your mood and giving you like a little mood boost, making you a little happier, especially with like all my hormone issues with my hypo. It just really seems to help every day. But yeah, I'm trying to find like the perfect balance of everything and make it taste good, because normally it tastes like dirt. So I usually will add like little monk fruit or stevia. I don't like it like too sweet, because again, I said I had to like get off those sugars. And here's the difference too with like sugars, fake sugars, artificial sweeteners, like all that stuff. Artificial sweeteners are garbage, like Splenda and all those ones. They will make you crave sugar more. They will still mess up like your blood sugar levels and just create like a lot of issues, including like metabolic issues. Like it's no good. It's chemicals, it's garbage. Things like monk fruit and stevia are natural. Like they actually come from plants. So sometimes they can still be like highly processed. So you have to just find out like the quality of the one that you're doing or using. But at the end of the day, like they're a natural 0-calorie sweetener. So it's not gonna have the same impact on your body as this like chemical fake garbage would. So stevia and monk fruit are the only sweeteners I use. I was thinking my live was at like 2 this afternoon. It's at 10 this morning. So we just finished our call. I got to set up, but I want to show you guys, we've made so much progress on the fireplace area. It's not totally done yet, but it's looking so good. Okay, so obviously this is not the floor that's going to stay here. This is just like what they put down to protect it, but
you want to keep the ram board?
I know. Like, look at my lovely cardboard. Yes, thank you. Covering my beautiful new floors. But look at this. It is like, oh my gosh, night and day. So we added all the shiplap here. This was like that half circle. I'll try to throw a photo up here for you guys too, but this is like that half circle with the brick that I had like painted white. So we got this really beautiful Calcutta marble that they're doing like a herringbone with, and then nice and smooth on the bottom. They squared it off, cleaned it up inside. They built this amazing reclaimed wood mantle that is just gorgeous. And then this just needs to be sanded down and painted, and then we're gonna paint all of the walls fresh to death. It's gonna look so freaking cool. realized that I still had sweats on. You know, sometimes you just move too fast and are like, oh, why do I have slippers on? Why do I have sweats on still? I have to go live in a little bit and do a workout. Maybe I should put on workout pants. So there's like 3 things that I've been doing pretty much every single day that have really helped with like reducing the cellulite, I noticed. So I'm gonna show you a few of them during the live, and then the last 2 when I'm done doing the workout. But like, one of the first things is really the glute activation exercises I was talking about. So like, I think one of the biggest things people notice when they're working out is that they feel their quads, like especially if you're doing leg and butt workouts, you feel like the front of your legs and not so much in your glutes where you want to actually feel it. So that really comes down to like activating your glutes and finding that mind muscle connection, and that'll help you throughout your day all the time. And the more you're activating the glutes, the more muscle you're building, the less fat you can have in that area. Because basically cellulite is like, think of like your skin, your muscle, there's all these little connective tissues and fascia, and then the fat builds up in between there. And so it can like, it's just kind of like how it forms. In like these little pockets. So the more muscle you build, the less of it you're gonna have in general. But that's what was so confusing, because I was like, okay, I'm working out so hard. I'm like the leanest, like not that I've ever been in my life, but like compared to my before photos, like if you guys saw when I was 45 pounds heavier, I didn't have that much cellulite then, which is interesting, like looking back. So it really goes to show it's not necessarily about size. It's really about just the fat in your body, the muscle, your composition, how things are being stored. And again, it totally can have to do with hormones. So the glute activation exercises are really about like targeting those muscles so that when you're doing all of your exercises, you actually are working your glutes, your booty, and your hamstrings on the back, all kind of that area that you get cellulite in, versus just working your quads. And that'll make such a big difference in your workouts and also in reducing your cellulite. So I'll just show you a couple before I go live that are my favorite. So obviously if you have the LSF booty bands, these are gonna really help make a difference too. But you can do it without. You just have to think harder and like imagine you're moving through mud really slowly, engaging those muscles, like squeeze it. So before you do anything else, like even literally just sitting here, I'm gonna see back so you guys can see. I want you to just like squeeze your butt as tight as you can. Squeeze. You'll feel it in your quads a little bit, but bring it back to your booty. Squeeze it as tight as you can, like you are trying to like crack a walnut between your butt cheeks. Yes, squeeze it. Okay, so with your band, one of the first things you can do that's really awesome is just a bridge, because it takes the work out of the quads. So you always want to make sure you bring your knees hip distance and they're nice and even. What happens with the band sometimes is you tend to like roll in like this. You do not want that. You want to activate your abductors on the outside. Again, that's where we get a lot of cellulite, right here. So we need to do some work activating those abductors. You're going to come down, and all you're going to do is keep those knees where they are and lift up and down. So I like to do about 20 to 25 bridges here. Really squeeze your butt tight at the top, and then slowly release. Squeeze it as tight as you can, and then down. Clam is another really good one. So on your side, again, these abductors right here, you're gonna push open as hard as you can, and then lower down. So these are my resistance booty bands, you guys. It's a 3-pack you can get for like 10 bucks. I'll put the link down below. There's 3 different resistance, light, medium, and heavy. So you kind of start where you're comfortable. Good. And you're gonna feel it right here so fast. It's not even funny. So you're just gonna move here probably like 15 to 20 on each side. And then the last one that's really simple, really good is a donkey kick or a fire hydrant, or both. So donkey kick, kicking back, you're gonna get into the glutes and hamstrings. Really squeeze. So if you don't have the band, you're gonna go a little bit higher, but I want you to try to keep the arch out of the back. So a little tuck in your pelvis. So instead of this, we're here. And then you're really gonna squeeze the booty at the top. Yep, squeeze and lift. And then your fire hydrant is going out to the side. But see how my knee is like in line with my ankle? It's not here and it's not here. You want it nice and in line, so just down and up. And I'll do like 15 to 20 of those on each side too. And you can do these things like every single day. I'm so excited, I'm out of breath. But so because you're doing so few of them, it's a really good warm up before like a leg or booty workout, or even just before like a full body, to make sure again that you're actually activating your glutes. I even like to do this before I go for a walk or for a run, because oftentimes when you're walking, you don't think about your butt, but you need to be working it as you move. So that is like the first thing. The next 2 are seriously huge game changers in helping reduce cellulite and reduce muscle soreness. But I gotta go live really fast. So after my live, I'll show you probably the best thing you can do to reduce cellulite really fast. I do like a new playlist for every workout that I do, every live, everything. And sometimes I like keep it the same on Spotify, but like switch the songs around a little bit. So just finishing that up. This one's such a good like booty bumping. Let's go. Ryan's Bluetooth is on and he's on a call right now, but I need the speaker. Things I've learned about going live in 2020. Expect the unexpected, batteries die. Make sure you turn on your do not disturb. Ryan's gonna try to find the charger, but fingers crossed, otherwise we'll just have to do it off the speaker.
God, it's so windy.
Hi guys. There's like literally a twister happening outside, I think. I don't know. Things are blowing against the windows. It's a little bit nuts outside. So I'm gonna try to not let it distract me. My speaker is being all funky. Again, today I'm vlogging this for YouTube for you guys too. So there's just a lot of things happening at once. But we're here for our final LSF Booty Challenge workout together. All right, you guys ready? Let's go.
Sorrows. Maybe one night you can play the hero, even if I know it's only for show. You're no good for me. We're so bittersweet, but I still want you.
Oh, that live. Oh my gosh. That was really fun. My legs and butt are so exhausted already. But I started to say this before I went live. I think one of the biggest things I noticed really when I started putting such a focus on adding weights, really challenging myself in my workouts and doing all those glute activation exercises all the time and pushing myself a little bit harder was I was kind of getting burnt out. So I like would push myself really hard and I'd be so sore and so tired and I'd be rushing through my workouts and not wanting to like take the time to stretch or do anything I needed to do to really work on recovery. Which meant then I'd be out of my workouts for a couple days. I really had to hit pause and figure out, so like I figured out my nutrition and working on getting my thyroid stuff in check. I like upped my workouts, but then I had to figure out like how do I do things that are gonna help me recover so I can get back to my workouts. So one is stretching, and I told you guys I'm gonna show you like some of my favorite lower body stretches, but the most important one that's been a game changer for me is foam rolling. And there's two reasons. One, it is incredibly impactful for reducing sore muscles, but it's also super beneficial for reducing cellulite. Like, you guys, this thing can truly help reduce cellulite and fast. So think of like having like, this is a weird analogy, but like a roll of dough, like cookie dough. Sure, cookie dough. That's like your butt. And you throw it on the counter and it has like some lumps in it still and it's like kind of just like a little weird, and you take a rolling pin and you start rolling it out. You start getting that nice smooth dough, right? That's what this does. Like literally smooths out your cellulite and your skin. So I'm not saying that foam rolling is going to get rid of all of your cellulite and it's never gonna come back again, but it absolutely 100% will help reduce the appearance. So this is the LSF 2-in-1. I've shown you guys, we launched this one a couple weeks ago. I'm so happy you guys have been loving it and buying them like crazy. Like they make the perfect gift for yourself, the perfect gift for someone else. Like literally for the price of one, you get 2 foam rollers. And I'm gonna show you why you need the 2 and how they're beneficial, especially for reducing cellulite. So this one is the softer, dense kind of foam inside. This one's really great if you're new to foam rolling, one, and if you have really sensitive areas. Like if you're new, it's probably gonna be extra sensitive too when you have those cellulite areas and the knots. I 100% recommend that you foam roll immediately after your workout while you're still warm. But if you like have to finish and you don't have time to really do it and you're just gonna stretch, then do this at night. I do it like every single night when I watch TV, and I use this one first And then I use this guy. And this one's so great because it has all of these little pressure points that really like get into the lumps and bumps. And I just like can imagine all my little cellulite bumps being like dug out and kneaded and rolled, and then they're gonna be gone, right? Right, okay, so with this one, you use the foam rollers essentially in the same way. This one though, again, is good if you're just getting started. And you know where your cellulite is, right? Like, you know. So you might have to do this a little bit differently depending on where you're trying to target. But I usually will go on the back of my butt first. And you wanna spend at minimum 30 seconds. I just added a full video of this in the Love So Fitness app for you guys too. But you're gonna roll up and down until you kind of feel those little knots. Like you're gonna feel them. This one, it's not gonna hurt as bad. And then when you find those little spots, I want you to kind of rock side to side and rock and roll front to back. Again, for at least 30 seconds. So this is helping reduce delayed onset muscle soreness, which is like when you get sore 2 days after a workout. And then I want you to roll on the outside of the thigh. So we talked about like the abductors when we were doing those activations. This is the amazingest, most amazing spot to really help get into the cellulite, break it apart. Good. Think that like it like breaks apart the fascia and stuff so you can like get in there and smooth it out. Roll. Yes. So you're gonna do the same thing with the big one. This one again is gonna be a little bit more intense because of all those knots, but I just always think like that means it's working more. It's getting deeper. But all in all, I would try to spend at least 5 minutes on each side, rolling out, finding kind of those tense areas. So this, along with stretching, I'm gonna show you guys my favorite lower body stretches, are what are not only gonna help get rid of the cellulite, but it's gonna help make sure you can get back into your workouts. So my favorite stretch is like a Samson stretch. So you bring one leg forward, other leg back. Think of like a half split, kind of like half moon, whatever. This leg is back, you're gonna push your hip forward. I'll hang here, and this will kind of stretch in the front, but to stretch into the back of those hamstrings and glutes, then I go into the half splits with these toes pointed. Again, I spend probably 30 seconds at least in each stretch, like 5 slow breaths. So deep inhale breaths, deep exhale breaths. And I have my full stretching routines, lower body, upper body, like everything you need. PMS stretches, I put those in the app for you guys too, so that you can have like all of those full length videos, plus the foam rolling videos, to really help show you exactly what you should be doing to get that recovery that you need. So you can do things like exfoliating can help, self-tanner obviously helps the appearance, but this not only helps the appearance, but like it actually starts going away when you have all of your things in check and you're rolling consistently. Seriously, I need a foam roll so bad. Oh my gosh.
Spending time like it was going backwards. Bruises covering my walls, but they fall down.
My legs are so wobbly. You guys, I haven't even done my workout for the day. I'm scared, so scared. Babe,
yes.
Question. How do you think my butt looks now compared to, remember the Aruba photo?
I think you're just looking stronger since then, a lot stronger overall, more refined, honed, and chiseled.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Like a female gladiator, Wonder Woman or something.
Find a man like this, you guys.
Do you want the last CD, Cleo? There's only one left.
Yeah. Have you seen these in my vlogs? So Ryan and I are actually founders in this company.
You can see how much we like them because they're all gone.
Well, because it kind of tastes like candy, but it's not. It's good for you.
Apple cider vinegar gummies.
Mm-hmm. They're so good.
They don't taste like apple cider vinegar.
No.
I would not be eating them right know.
But Ryan made a good point. Like, I don't notice it as much because I'm like apple cider vinegar is so pungent. But you said it has like just a hint of like the actual smell. So
just enough to know it's there.
Yeah, like you know that you're getting something good, but it's not like apple cider vinegar. And they taste like kind of like berry-ish, and they're really good. I was gonna say, I posted a bunch of new workout clothes and stuff on Poshmark, and a lot of you have been ordering stuff, which is great, but I have to go ship it, but now I'm scared to go outside because, I mean, can I just show you the backyard really fast? Hold on. What is happening? Oh, it's cold. But like, look at this. We just cleaned back here. Ah, crazy town. There's just like tree remnants everywhere. It's really a lot going on. What'd you get?
Gimbal.
Ooh, this is Ryan's like early Christmas to himself. Fun camera toys.
By gimbals.
Yay, gimbals.
Yay for smooth B-roll footage.
Anyway, I gotta get my act together because it's Monday and I have a lot of stuff to do. But again, you guys, I'll link down below, a link to the app if you haven't downloaded it yet, because then you can get the full length videos for the foam rolling and the stretching and everything in there, plus my full personal training program and workout videos and everything. And then I'll also link to the foam roller, obviously, because you need one. Also, if you like this video and this vlog, like the video, share it, comment down below. It tells, obviously, YouTube like how much you love the channel and really supports me and this channel. I love you guys. I'll see you next week. And if you're not following on Instagram yet, make sure you come follow. I'm thinking about doing something I've never done before on this channel in December. I'm considering it. You won't want to miss it if I do, so turn on those notifications. Okay, bye guys.